Okay, so this is the stitch I was telling you about. Basically what you do, I'm almost at the end here, hopefully you can see it reasonably well. I go into the stitch, I do a normal stitch, I pull it out, and then I give it plenty of space, but I bring the yarn back to the front, and then I slip it back in and go around the stitch like I would normally for a knit stitch. And what you've basically got is 3 loops now over the stitch, and then you slip one. And you just keep on doing that. So in, around the front, then back into knit through, slip one. Into knit, yarn around like you would for a normal knit stitch, yarn to the front, so not going behind that needle at all, and then slip through, do a normal knit stitch, etc, etc. So you get quite used to it. The thing is that you need to have a fairly generous kind of, I usually tug the yarn up and leave that really loose. The problem I was having before is I was pulling that too tight, and when you come back to doing the purl, or the wrong side of the stitch, it doesn't work so well because you can't get the needle in underneath. So I'll just finish these up very quickly. As you can see, I've done quite a few of these now, so I'm pretty quick at it. But I just want to get to the other side so I can go back the other way and show you what to do. So this pattern also calls for basically knitting the first and last stitches, which just basically allows you to kind of solidify the colour change, because the colour change is the main thing here. And the nice thing is with the other colour is that you don't actually have to do anything particularly special. You just, whoops, oh, didn't slip that one. You don't have to do anything particularly special, it's just a straight kind of stocking stitch around here. Okay, and then I'm knitting this last one, and then flip it around, and then basically what you're doing is you're knitting these, so I'll just knit this one, that's the first stitch, and what you're basically doing there is you're slipping, you want to slip the needle in to all 3 stitches through that back loop. So basically you're going into and then doing it straight through and then knitting, and that's why if you have it too tight, you can't get that needle point in very easily, and then you just slip that stitch and then you get it through. Sometimes this is a bit fiddly, especially if you've knitted it a bit tightly, and sometimes I find I just catch bits of the yarn going through and all sorts of stuff, so sometimes you have to kind of fiddle. So once again you stick it right in through, so I'm just sort of trying to find that last loop. It's a bit complicated, this one's a bit tighter. There you go, so I've got that one through. So yes, so it's not quite as fast going back the other way, but that's basically how you do it.